Hey there, Internet. So we're sitting here in this lovely Sunday afternoon at the Kamogawa River Park. And, sitting here enjoying the sunlight and the people and the river. What better place to play a lovely abstract game? And I'm here to show you just that. I'm here to show you a lovely abstract game called Blockhead. Blockhead is a game we picked up at the Tokyo Games Market a couple of days back. And Blockhead is let's say a 3D tic-tac-toe kind of game.
I would say it's more 3D Connect 4.
3D Connect 4, which is technically 3D tic-tac-toe, right?
Close enough.
Right. That there's my wife, by the way. Say hi. Hi, good. All right, so for those of you unfamiliar with 3D tic-tac-toe, we're going to explain that to you really quickly. 3D tic-tac-toe is a game that I'm not sure if we didn't make it, obviously,
Nope.
but it was a game that we played in middle school where you played tic-tac-toe on these 4 planes, and these 4 planes are represented this way. Basically, you're trying to make a 4 in a row, either in a straight line or vertically, horizontally, slanted through the planes. So, for example, circles there, that's a straight line vertically, that's good. You can also make the regular straight line, as always, as long as it's 4, that's there. And of course, we can make a slanted straight line. So there's one here, 2nd level, 3rd level, and 4th level, and that will connect this way. So basically, a 4 in a row. I love this game in middle school. We love this game in middle school. So I've been looking for a game kind of like this throughout our, gaming career, I would like to say. All right, so we found it, and saw this at the game market, and we're like, this is it. This is the game. So Blockhead is played on this base, 3D, I believe this is 3D printed or manufactured, but they look like these. They have a nice little notch on the thing. And what you do is on your turn, you play a piece, and that's it. Yeah, there's one for me. And obviously I can't put on the 4th level given there's no 4th level, but you kind of have to build up to it. But the cool thing about this game is that once a 2nd level has been built, you can actually play sideways, like my wife is doing here. Look at that. You can play sideways.
Yeah.
Make a nice little gap. Of course, you can insert in there if you like, And that's what makes it very, very unique. The thing about the rules in this game is that you can't really go past the boundary like any regular tic-tac-toe. So playing sideways outside the boundary, not cool. But instead of the 4 planes like you saw in 3D tic-tac-toe, we can go as high as we like. So we can go we can just keep building this tower all the way up if we like. 7 up, 12 up, it doesn't really matter. Just, as high as we like to try and make 4 in a row any way we can, right? Now, the thing about this game, the special rule, that's why we call it Blockhead, is that if your opponent has made 4 in a row and they did not notice, meaning they got muddled up, they got confused or something, they won but they didn't realize that they won, you can call them a blockhead, and if you do, you take the win. You're just like, you're a blockhead, you won already, you stupid. And then you take the win instead, and that's the game. Blockhead. Very, very simple game. Look at that.
Well,
They're like slanted.
the same goes for the person who does actually get 4 in a row.
Yeah.
The person who gets 4 in a row calls the other person a blockhead before they do it.
Yes. So if you win, you also call the other person a blockhead. But again, if you win and you don't notice it and the other person calls you a blockhead,
well, that's true.
Yeah. Is it like Uno rules, really? Do you just yell it? Be like, Uno! Yeah.
It's not quite like Uno.
Because you yell blockhead on your turn. You just don't say blockhead, right?
Yeah, it's just fun calling people blockheads.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's pretty much the game. And it's a very simple game and very, very simple to play. Now, we do have a variant on this game, and the variant came from reading these rules late at night. Now, late at night, so you already know, we just told you about the rule where you call your opponent a blockhead and you take the win, but that's only if they won already and they didn't notice. Misreading that rule right there, number 4, that sentence that says Sudeni above the word blockhead in parentheses there, we read that as Suguni, which changes the rules a little bit. Just that single word changed the rules. The rule change was, instead of calling out your opponent when they've already won, you call out your opponent when they're about to win. If they're about to win and you call them a blockhead, you take the win instead. Oh my God, that makes it so much more different. Because you're trying not to win, but you're trying not to make it obvious. Because if you make an obvious one, your opponent calls you a blockhead, and they win. So it devolves into this play stupidly, but it works really, really well. So if you want to play with that variant, you can as well. It's really fun.
Hey guys,
anyway.
So just a couple of clarifications that we forgot to include in the video. We already did note
that you can make the building as high as you want, but you still cannot build outside of the base structure, so that's fine. We also pointed out that you can build jutting out of walls. That's also perfectly fine. You can also build from under like this. This is also perfectly fine. What we didn't point out are two things. The first thing is that you cannot place a piece in between two pieces like that. That's illegal because, well, it doesn't make sense as far as the game goes. And another thing is that you have to place a piece where it can naturally fit. So noting that, you can't actually place a piece here because to make it natural, you can't make it naturally just sit there. One, you can't make a piece sit there, so that's not gonna work. And two, to place a piece connecting from here or here, you'd have to force this structure open, and you cannot do that. What you could do is keep pushing this piece and make it connect to this one. That's fine, right? So basically that's a natural fit. If you really wanted to place a piece here without placing a piece there, what you could do is wait until something back here is attached. So for example, like this, let me just put this here. Now there's something back there for it to naturally push into. So basically I can do this now. Yay! Now there's a piece there, and that's perfectly fine. So basically, in saying that, what you can't do is you can't just place a piece here, because according to the natural fitting rule, you cannot just leave that there because it's not connected to anything, and if you keep pushing, it will fall through. What you could do, again, is wait until something else is back here, see that? Connected there, and it will have a natural piece for it to go into. So now you can push that piece into something, and then it will fit. Perfect. So just a couple of clarifications that we did not put.
That is Blockhead. We're going to go actually play this game. We're going to go enjoy the lovely Sunday afternoon here in Kamagawa River Park. There's people. There's a guy fishing over there. Not necessarily he's fishing, he's kind of just hitting the water. Anyway, there's a band, there's a guy sleeping. Good stuff out here. Anyway, we're going to go continue to play Blockhead. See y'all later. Say bye. Bye. Bye.